Do you know the north south chain of mountains that marks the western edge of the Deccan Plateau region? Do you know what's one of the world's best biodiversity hotspot with over 5,000 flowering plants, 139 mammals, 508 birds, and 179 amphibian species? Yes, we are talking about the Western Ghats. Often called the Great Escarpment of India, the Western Ghats are a chain of hills running parallel to the West Indian coast. Hello everyone, welcome to this video presentation of documentary done by Group 2. Before further moving in, let's see what subtopics and contents you can find in this video. Topography of Western Ghats, about natural vegetation and wildlife, climate, land and soil, temperature, tribes in Western Ghats, sanctuaries and national park, indigenous trees in different parts of Western Ghats, states and union territories covered in Western Ghats.
Hello everyone, this is Srinitya. Before we go into the learning of natural vegetation and wildlife, let's get to know about the Western Ghats. The Western Ghats is a mountain range that runs from the western coast of peninsular India. The hill ranges of the Western Ghats, a global biodiversity hotspot, extends along the west coast of India from the river Tapti in the north to the southern tip of India. Older than the Himalaya mountains, they are also known as Sahyadri. It is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is one of the 8 hotspots of biological diversity in the world due to its high level of biological diversity and endemism. It begins near the border of Gujarat and stretches down 1,600 kilometers through the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, covering 160,000 kilometers square of the area. What is its importance? The Western Ghats are known for their high biodiversity and endemism as it is identified as one of the world's 8 hotspots of biological diversity. It is classified as evergreen forest as it receives as much as 350 inches of rain every year. 77% of amphibians, 0.2% of reptiles located in the Western Ghats are not found anywhere else in the world. Up to 320 endangered species survive here. It covers 25% of India's biodiversity and new flora and fauna species are discovered every year here. Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better.
Hello, this is Ramohit. Let's learn about the topography of Western Ghats. First of all, what is topography? Topography is the study of the shape and features of land surfaces. The Western Ghats form an almost unbroken rampart on the fringe of Western Peninsula, parallel to the west coast for about 1,600 and often hardly 40 kilometers from the Arabian Sea. Location of Western Ghats. Western Ghats start south of the Tapti River, the northernmost point being the Kundaibari pass near Brahmahal in Dulde district of Maharashtra, ending near Kanyakumari, barely 20 km from the sea in Tamil Nadu. They cover an area of approximately 1,59,000 square kilometers with an average elevation of 900 to 1,500 meters. Located in the Western Ghats range, it rises to 8,842 feet and its peninsular highest peak. From this point radiate 3 ranges: the Annai to the north, the Palani to the northeast, and the Cardamom Hills to the south. Several rivers, including the Periyar and the Amaravati, rise in the surrounding ranges. The peninsula plateau is the highest in the south and west and slopes eastward. The eastern edge forming the broken up Eastern Ghats. Based on the topography and geology, the Western Ghat region is divided into three distinct subregions. Northern Western Ghats, Tapti River to Goa. Central Western Ghats, Goa to Nilgiris. Southern Western Ghats, south of the Palghat Cap. Let's get into this deeper. Northern Western Ghats, Tapti River to Goa. The Northwestern Ghats montane rainforest is a tropical moist broadleaf forest, ecoregion of southwestern India. It covers an area of 30,900 square kilometers, extending down the spine of the Western Ghats range from southernmost Gujarat through Maharashtra, Goa, and Karnataka. The montane rainforests are found above 1000 meters elevation and are surrounded at lower elevations by the northwestern Ghats' most deciduous forests. Central Western Ghats, Goa to Nilgiris. The Middle Western Ghats run from a little south of 160 n latitude up to Nilgiris Hills. Towards the south, the Ghats consist of complex formation of Precambrian rocks. In the central Western Ghats, the rocks are predominantly of the Dharwar system, among the oldest in India, and peninsula genesis. The elevation generally ranges between 600 to 1000 meter up to 13,030 n. Southern Western Ghats, south of the Palghat Gap. The Western Ghats are separated from the main Chaudhry range by the Palghat Gap, which is about 30 km wide, and they appear abruptly as the Annai Malai Palani block, whose high plateau attain a height of 2,695 meters in the South Annai Malai Peak, the highest point in South India. Most deciduous forests are also common on the east slopes in the rain shadow area. Dry deciduous and even scrub vegetation characteristics the eastern slopes where the humidity is low and the winds are high. Nature always wears the colors of the spirit.
Let's learn about the flora and fauna in Western Ghats.
The plants and the wildlife that are native to a particular geographical region is also called as that particular region's flora and fauna. The Western Ghats are one of the world's biodiversity hotspots with over 5,000 flowering plants, 139 mammals, 508 birds, and 179 amphibian species. At least 325 globally threatened species occur here. Let's take a look into the flora and fauna in Western Ghats. Flora. The entire Western Ghats biogeography region is a major genetic estate with an enormous biodiversity of ancient lineage. Nearly 5,800 species of flowering plants occur here, of which 56 genera and 2,100 species are endemic. Some of them are Acacia consina, Azadichta indica, Azolla pinnata, Neelakurinji shrub that is found in the Shola forest of the Western Ghats in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Neelagiri Hills, which literally means the Blue Mountains, got their name from the purplish blue flowers of Neelakurinji that blossoms only once in 12 years. Fauna. The Western Ghats are home to thousands of animal species, including at least 325 globally threatened species. Some of them are Asian elephant, Neelagiri langur, Indian spotted chevron tane, line-tailed macaw, Indian gaur. Two of the rare fauna of Western Ghats is Neelagiri marten and Neelagiri thar.
Land is not merely soil, it It is a fountain of energy flowing through a circuit of soils, plants, and animals.
Hello, this is Rosario here. Let's learn about climate changes in Western Ghats. During monsoon, the large agrarian pollution and the life in the rainforest of the Western Ghats come alive in the monsoon, celebrating this time of abundance. Monsoon season is between June and September. The unbroken Western Ghats chain acts as the barrier to the moisture, land, and clouds. The heavy eastward moving rain bearing clouds are forced to rise and in the process deposit most of their rain on the windward sides. The rain in the Western Ghats create magic all around. It turns the hills green. Cascades tumble down beautifully from nowhere in the mountains. During summer season, they bring large masses of water, the condensation of which cause the monsoon rains. They are also responsible for the drying up and cooling of the peninsula in water. Summer lasts from February to May and is succeeded by the rainy season. During winter season, there is no much harsh winter in the Western Ghats. This does not mean that the impatiens can survive and grow here throughout the year. Here the monsoons shower the hills for almost 8 to 9 months every year. Then there is a dry season for 3 to 4 months. The earth has music for those who listen.
Hello guys, this is Buana going to explain about soils in Western Ghats. The main type of soil met in Western Ghats are red soil, laterite black soil and humid soil. Soils of Western Ghats were affected by wind erosion. It was result in extreme form of soil degradation due to aridity.
The soils of Kerala. The topolithosequence of Kerala, along with variation in rainfall, temperature, and alternate wet and dry conditions. The soils of Kerala can be broadly grouped into coastal alluvium, mixed alluvium, acid saline, laterite soils, red soil, black soil, and forest soil.
Soils of Tamil Nadu. The predominated soil of Tamil Nadu are red loam, laterite, black alluvial and saline soil. Soils of Karnataka. The common types of soil groups found in Karnataka are red soil, red gravel, loomy soil, red loam soil, clay soils of Goa. Most of Goa soil cover is made up of laterite rich in ferric aluminium oxides and reddish in color. Soil of Maharashtra. The
Red soil, black soil are main types.
soils of Gujarat.
The soils are clayey and central Gujarat it is sandy loam to loam in midland.
Hello everyone, this is Gabriel Kingston. Today we are going to discuss about temperature in Western Ghats. Temperature in Western Ghats. The climate is humid and tropical in the lower reaches, tempered by the proximity to the sea. Elevations of 1500 meter and above in the north and 2000 meter and above in the south have a more temperate climate. The average annual temperature is around 15 degrees Celsius. Thank you.
Now let's learn about the indigenous trees grown in different parts of the Western Ghats. Gujarat. Gujarat has different forest types ranging from moist deciduous forest in South Gujarat to mangrove forest along the coast and scrub forest at several places in North Gujarat, Saurashtra and Kutch. Maharashtra. Maharashtra's forests are tropical semi-evergreen forests, tropical moist deciduous forests, littoral and swamp forests. Karnataka. The state of Karnataka is blessed with magnificent forests. Forests which are mainly found in Karnataka are evergreen, deciduous, moist deciduous, dry deciduous, scrub and thorny forests. Goa. Forests in Goa range in terms of evergreen to deciduous robed with lianas like orchids towering into the sky. Kerala. Kerala is blessed with evergreen forests such as semi-evergreen, wet evergreen, west coast tropical Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu contains forests such as tropical thorn forest, tropical dry evergreen forest, tropical evergreen forest, and so on. Goa. Tropical moist deciduous forest and tropical dry deciduous forest are commonly grown. Trees are the earth's endless effort to speak to the listening heaven. Tribes in Western Ghats.
The hill tribes of Adivasis account for barely 5% of the area population in Western Ghats. The tribals have coexisted with the nature of centuries in quiet harmony with their traditional knowledge and the culture life.
The changing times have told on the lives of the tribals and they had to make a hard choice. Accept development with its positive and negative features or perish. In recent years, with the reduction in forest area, imposition of forest regulations, construction of dams, etc., the lives of the tribals have been highly disturbed.
Tribes of Nilgiris, the Kotas, the Padagas, and the Totas. Tribals of Wayanad, Paniya, Adya, Kurichia, Kadinayaka, and Kuruma tribes.
Some of the tribes of northern and central western Ghats, which is Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Goa. Bills, who is considered to be amongst the oldest settlers in the country who live in isolation, go for hunting, fishing, practice shifting cultivation, and have escaped to a large extent from the influence of upper caste culture. Wadli tribes have become famous because of their traditional folk painting arts. They paint on mud, caracol, cow dung based surfaces using only white color and are decorated with series of dots in red and yellow. Their paintings are influenced by the seasonal cycle as their life around them is directly reflected in the paintings. Some of the Goa tribes include Gaude, Welip, Dang. A tribe is a group of people connected to one another, connected to a leader, and connected to an idea.
Hello, this is Shreya Siri talking about Animal Sanctuary and National Park. One cannot help but marvel at the treasure trove of biodiversity that India is home to. Within its boundaries, the country is home to a multitude of ecological regions, including dense forests, wetlands, coastal areas and mountain terrains. Since its inception, WWF India has been tireless in its efforts to help conserve these critical regions from multiple purposes. Through strategic invention, including key stakeholders, the prime objective of the wildlife sanctuary and national park is to preserve wild nature. Sanctuary and national park are two sides of one coin. The national park is a protected area reserved for conservation of wildlife, and wildlife sanctuary is a geographical region reserved for the conservation of biodiversity. There are 13 national parks and several sanctuaries. Let's take a look onto it. In Maharashtra, some of the national park and wildlife sanctuaries are Borivali National Park, Randagiri Sanctuary, Tansa Sanctuary, Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary. In Goa, some of the national park and wildlife sanctuaries are Bhagwan Mahavir National Park, Molim Sanctuary, Bandala Sanctuary. In Karnataka have a large number of national park and sanctuaries. Some of them are Bandra Sanctuary, Bilgiri, Ragaswamy Sanctuary, and so on. In Kerala, some of the national park and wildlife sanctuaries are Eravikulam National Park, Idiki Sanctuary, Nayar Sanctuary, Parambikulam Sanctuary, and so on. In Tamil Nadu, Annamalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Kalakad Sanctuary, Mudumalai Sanctuary.
Let's learn more about some of the national parks and sanctuaries situated.
Orivali National Park, Maharashtra. This is one of the most visited parks in all Asia, situated 33 kilometers north of central Bombay. There are two small lakes and also the Canary Cave. The main attraction is the variety of birds to be seen. Naharkol National Park, Karnataka. This park borders Bindipur National Park. A reservoir formed by the damming of Kabin River separates the two parks. The exclusive leopard is often seen here.
Cause and approach.
Hello everyone, this is Gabriel Kingston. Today we are going to discuss about states and union territories in it. It covers 6 states including one union territory. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Kerala, Tamil Nadu are the 6 states and Dadra and Nagar Haveli is the union territory. The Western Ghats of Karnataka represents the highest forest cover. Karnataka with 37.4%, Maharashtra with 25.9%, Kerala with 17%, Tamil Nadu 13.6%, Gujarat with 3%, and Goa with 3.1%. These are the information about states in Western Ghats.
This pie chart represents the forest cover of Western Ghats.
Hello, this is Krishna. Let's get to know more about the wildlife in Western Ghats. What is wildlife? Wildlife traditionally refers to undomesticated animal species but has come to include all organisms that grow or live wild in an area without being introduced by humans. Western Ghats is a World Heritage Site and has number of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and reserve forests, which are home to thousands of animal species. The major fauna of Western Ghats include tiger, leopard, dhole as predators, and elephant, Indian bison and deer are prey. This chain of mountains span 140,000 square kilometers, traversing the Indian states of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra and Gujarat. They are home to a large number of species of plants and animals that are endemic, such as Nilgiri tahr, Indian gaur, lion-tailed macaw, Nilgiri marten, Asian elephant and Nilgiri langur. The animal species of Western Ghats rainforest is rich and unique with hundreds of vertebrate and thousands of invertebrate species, including a large fraction found only in the region. Even when continuous forests are reduced to fragments, they act as refuges and animal corridors and need to be conserved.
The continued existence of wildlife and wilderness is important to the quality of life of humans. Having respect for animals makes us better humans. The earth was made for all beings.
Let's have a look into some interesting facts about Western Ghats. The Western Ghats is a mountain range that runs along the western side of India. These Ghats are in fact older than the Himalayas. Anemuri is the highest peak of the Western Ghats, which is situated in Ervikulam National Park, Kerala. Neelakurinji, its flowers bloom only once in 12 years. The best time to catch a glimpse of this occurrence is from August to October. The shrub is known to grow in the Shola forest of the Western Ghats. The unusual rock formation, Yana Caves, is located in North Karnataka. A short walk of about 1 kilometer takes you to a huge rock formations. These are black in color due to the solid black crystalline karst limestone. Konkan Railway connects Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka, cutting across the Western Ghats. The Konkan Railway line is a marvel in itself, cutting through the mountain terrain. Dandeli and ancient national parks in Karnataka are home to leopards and significant populations of the great Indian hornbill. Nurture rare species like purple frog, Malabar civet, bronze-back wine snake, and lion-tailed macaw can be found in forests of the Western Ghats. Chikmagalur is located at the foothills of the Mullayanagiri range. It is known for its coffee plantations. Stretching up to 1,600 km from the state of Gujarat to Tamil Nadu, it is one of the lengthiest mountain ranges in the world. It leaves behind the great range of the Alps, which has a length of 1,200 km. The natural caves are situated 20 odd kilometers from Kalpata in Wayanad, Kerala. It is an example of one of the oldest human settlements of the area, ranging from 5000 BC to 1000 BC.
There's always an adventure waiting in the woods.
Here we have come to the end of the documentary on Western Ghats. I would like to share our experience while working on this documentary. We have learned many new things about Sahyadri, and it was a wonderful learning experience for all of us. It gave us a real insight into the Western Ghats and has developed our concern to save the earth. A very special thanks for setting such a target for us. We enjoyed each and every bit of the work we had put together into this project. Hope this documentary was interesting and knowledgeable.
Listen to the animals, listen to the trees, listen to the spirits of the earth begging us, please. Stop listening to greed. Listen to the rivers, listen to the sea, listen to the spirits of the deep begging us, please. Stop listening to greed. She sent the drought to warn us. She sent the storms to scold us. Listen to the animals, listen to the trees.